Music Radio, WLS.
To be with you, Rush Limbaugh, the EIB Network, and...
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the show.
What's up, beer drinkers? We got another great show for you again this week.
Here's Dan Hampton and Ed O'Brien.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to...
All right, you know why we're here. So if you got any doubts or reservations, now's the time to say so. No one will think any less of you. Because once you enter this family, there's no getting out.
This is where this gets difficult.
Nope. What kind of hotel is this?
How you doing?
With a tear in my eye.
I am coming.
Beat your way.
Frost has walnuts.
We're doing live. I am the voice of the voiceless.
See you next Tuesday.
It is the Lingus Mafia podcast. Faust, I do get confused with this because I started to hear the soundtrack there, and I got fucking nervous that it was the wrong fucking show.
What?
I'm like, wait a minute, that's a wrestling person talking. Okay. Thank you. Exactly. You too, huh?
No.
It is the Lingus Mafia show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cab Manning, boss of this family. I'm along with my consigliere. That's Fausty Walnuts.
Ooh, what do you hear? What do you say?
Our bookie, our underboss, that's Gregorio.
Buonasera,
Oh.
We're here, we're queer, let's get our asses in gear.
It's time for another show. You know, I have such a fucking list for movies to pick from. And it's an embarrassment of riches. However, a lot of these I think we have already done.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm looking at these and I
Cross
go,
them off.
yeah, there's some that are crossed off, but I'm like, other ones are not, and I'm a little fucking nervous. And I go, I don't think I say this on here, but I almost want to, on my picks this year, I want to go through like movies that I know of and I've never ever seen before, instead of even just going through, old shit. But like a little dip into it, Faust. Like I have on my list Elephant Man. I've seen it.
Oh.
However, it's a hell of a review. Shit like that where I go, And that movie used to scare the piss out of me, man. It's scary. It's like in black and white. It's 1980. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw it.
Really? Oh, that's fucked up. That's the whole fucking Howard joke where they went to the movie theater. It's the best. Where he fucking came out and fucking was in a tuxedo and said, "How do I look?" And Jackie yelled, "The truth." It's shit like that. You guys hear any fun rumors for NFL? I have heard a few things. As I am stuck on the channel because I'm weeping that NFL's not allowed yet.
Let's go.
Oh, what was that? Did you get a static in your ear? I got a static.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, okay. Debo's what?
It's a Debo for Myles Garrett. Let's go.
Oh, there you go. Even Steven, no problem. Right?
I saw a headline say that the Browns are keeping Garrett.
Well, they said that the first day.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
okay.
yeah, everybody said, either like, no, he's not being traded. Oh, until he throws a fucking tantrum, and then now you'll fucking trade him. But it's the whole Stafford looking to be get out there. And it was the Jets or Giants, and then it was Fields to one of those teams too.
Oh, yeah. I saw an Instagram page where it said projecting each team's starting quarterback, and it was Fields on the Rams.
Really? Fields? I wonder if McVay would fix him. I'm thinking Fields on the Jets because at least, like I said, like when the Bears were hovering, it was fucking entertaining as fucking hell. Because I'm like, yeah, run for your fucking life all
Garrett
the time.
Wilson's got to be out there somewhere.
See, I can't imagine that. Well, he's good on a deep ball at least. But I can't imagine you would like. It's still not a steady quarterback. Would you really fucking want to pay to? It's not fucking steady. So, did they still have your guy on your team?
Purdy.
Yeah, is he? I'm so interested in. I love an off-season fucking drama, and you don't know how the fuck it's gonna work out, and I think he's good where he is. I think if he just went if he went to the Jets, he'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like I think he would be like drummed out. Like it would be that bad, much like Darnold. But Stafford going to. If Stafford goes, and I heard it this morning, it didn't even occur to me because I've heard Rodgers and Pittsburgh. Fucking Stafford in Pittsburgh. Yeesh. They could literally win the fucking championship that fucking next year. Stafford is not like he's dropped off.
Yeah.
And, how old is he? He's not even that old.
No, isn't he up there?
Yeah, he's got to be in his.
Not like super old.
I mean, he's
like
in his
36.
later. If 36,
Mid-30s?
still, I'd be like, fine. Still 2 more years going. At least.
Yeah, with Tom and Rogers going in.
He
almost
just turned 37.
Okay. So
Yeah, a couple more
37,
years.
38, then you're kind of, I mean, it's more so for him just injuries anyway.
Right.
If you're beat to shit, that's kind of a harder fucking deal to deal with.
It's also they hurts more in the cold too.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, then I was hearing that Rodgers and the Rams. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, I
Awful
want
lot
that,
of-
please. Can I
I
have that?
careful what you fucking wish for, my friend. Careful what you
I know what I'm wishing for, dude.
You know what? It could literally happen it could literally fucking happen where it is Rodgers doing the exact same thing as Favre. It could actually fucking happen. And you, Greg, you want it to be on you're over there? I want it on my side now. I smell blood now, and I need my fucking revenge. Now I want to pick the bones. I'm like,
So Darnold.
oh yeah, you're
Darnold
dead.
back to the Jets. Yeah, I heard the Minnesota's
God.
open for any quarterback situation. They said. I think the headline read.
I mean, they're that close, and they did it with fucking Sam Darnold. And
Right.
that's the problem. Who the fuck knows with McCarthy? Maybe he's great. But, I mean, you're still a rookie, though. That's the problem. I mean, I don't care if he's second year, quote unquote. He's never thrown a fucking ball in the NFL. Could be
He's a red
shit.
shirt.
Yeah, his red shirt year.
Yeah, that one Instagram page I just found it right now. They had Stafford on the Steelers,
That's so
Rodgers
good.
on the Colts.
On the Colts.
Yeah.
One old guy for the other.
Indoors. I mean,
Arnold on the Raiders. Who else we got here?
Darnold on the Raiders. I could see them doing that and
Russell
not
Wilson,
excite
the
anybody.
Giants.
Really? See, there's a few, it's very interesting. And also, if you are a free agent guy, why would Rodgers want to go to the Colts?
Right.
Why would you he has a home in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Go to fucking L.A., if anything. That's where in a heartbeat, I would be going to L.A. You have a better chance of winning with that team, too, than, hell, if anything, you'd probably say go to Pittsburgh. If you really, of all the teams to have a choice to go to, it's probably Pittsburgh to win, if you want to
Winning
win.
culture.
No shit.
Don't know if you're going to win your playoff game,
But you'll get there.
you get there.
I'm like, the joy of losing in the playoffs. I can't even imagine such a thing. I'll worry about that when I get there. I'll see what I do. I have some fun collector things. I always bring out my collector's call, Faust. Which, by the way,
Cavs Collector Corner.
I watch this show on MeTV, Faust, my Svengoolie channel, and it's called Collector's Call. And I started now recording because anytime I've seen any, and I go, God, I need to fucking make sure to do it. And it's obviously people who collect, and you see, they call it Collector's Call. But and apparently the reason they call
They're
this
collecting. Do
and I
they
was
call
like-
in?
No, it's the collector's call on if they want to trade something. That's why they get the name. And so a guy who comes to do the appraisal, he knows the facts of all this shit, right? And he's like, this is worth blah, blah, blah. And then he says, okay, well, I have this, but I want these two things for my collection. And a guy had a toy collection, which then I'm a mark. I go, well, let me watch this one. Because there's certain ones. One guy had a theme park collection. And I go, what could that even fucking mean? What, do you got a roller coaster in your house? And he goes, I collected Six Flags itself. So I'm like, but meanwhile, it was interesting as fuck because it was like souvenir shit that's rare to find from Disney and all that stuff. So a guy who was doing the toy collection, he's got a whole fucking everything. And it's funny because you see right away holding WWE belts. You know, that's always the first thing. I go, all right, great, I'm in. And so he has like all the old Star Trek fucking figures from 100 years, the Planet of the Apes. And they're in such impeccable fucking condition that like a bow and arrow on fucking Charlton Heston, right? The fucking string is still there. The fucking guns that are in the holster of fucking Spock and everybody are still fucking not lost. So it's like, holy shit, the guy has everything. And he had one thing that I had that the guy who wanted to make a trade with. And most of this, the guy says, these are all mine from childhood. He goes, I just took very, very good care of my toys. I put them all away when it was time. He was like 2 years old. He would put it where they belonged. I go, kind of psycho kid is this? I go, tell me one fucking kid.
This sounds very gay.
Very. It must have been. So he has all this shit. And he had someone named after our underboss. Do you remember the toy that was pretty much named after you, Greg?
Nope.
Would you know what it is? Gregorio, or Gregory. Sorry, not Gregorio. That's somebody else. Gregory the Bat. Have you ever seen it? I had it. And I have a picture of me.
Brought it up. I think you brought it up a few months ago. Yeah.
I had a picture of me as Eddie Munster, and I was holding the bat. And it was where if you pumped it, you would see blood in its chest. It was see-through chest, and it would fill with blood. And it would hang upside down on something. It was a fucking rubber bat. And I was like, oh, Gregory. I started giggling. He wanted that. And then the other toy, which was funny because I had the Gregory, and then he had the Great Garloo, which is what Howard always fucking talk about, the Great Garloo. And I was like, I've never even seen what the fuck this thing is. It looks almost like Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But he wanted those two things, and he goes, and I have the fucking this other brand product in its fucking cases of all the Star Trek and this and that, and like a whole collection of something. The guy goes, I have these already because I buy that fucking brand or whatever. And they go, the girl hosting it goes, but sometime you like, she's trying to help. She goes, well, duplicate. You'll have one and spare. He goes, no, I have the duplicate still. Like, well, jeez. I was like, he goes, I just bought the Great Garloo like a week ago that I wanted to fill my collection with. And Gregory's been since fucking he was 2. And I'm like, and he's going to give these away for a fucking box fucking toy?
Oh, wow.
That didn't look like, I was like, no, this is, what the fuck is this? So, and I was trying to put my finger on who the hell this chick was that was hosting. It drove me crazy, and I kept thinking it was fucking Aunt Becky from goddamn Full House.
Full House.
And I'm
Rebecca
like,
Donaldson.
And I go,
Lori Loughlin?
Laughlin. And I go, she looked fucking Laughlin. I thought looked better. That's my problem. I was like, this can't be her. It's goddamn Blair from Facts of Life.
Oh, how dare you?
I was like, shit. One guy had sitcom outfits. Like he had a Laverne and Shirley fucking skirt, like that's in the opening.
That has like the L on it?
No, that's it was a, I don't know if it was Laverne's. It might have been. It's like in the open where they both walk in the apartment, slam doors together, but he's like, that's the skirt that I have. So it's like, oh, you see it every week and all that shit. Peg Bundy's outfit. He had all kind of craziness. He was a gay guy. A lot of Golden Girls stuff, which I was then interested in. It's like, oh, here's Rue McClanahan's whore outfit.
Or Sophia's wig.
Yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, he had a bunch. I was like, oh, I'm enthralled with this show now. So in my collectors this week, the effort I did. So I collected this, And there's such a story that I have to fucking tell. So I put this together. There's that whole set of McDonald's cards on the Bears. So I put it in a glass frame, have them all lined up there. Look how nice and thin that bad boy is, right? So I'm doing this last week. And I'm doing it right here. And I'm laying them out, and it's a very frustrating, like, make them perfectly fucking square and line them all up together. And I'm like, I hope this fits. And it practically doesn't. So I kind of got to move it a little bit. And you're doing all this, and the cat jumps up, and it's fucking over right there. You go, all right. And she got to lay on it. I'm like, fuck. All right. So this is getting done. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait till she's, gets up or whatever, because now I have it kind of laid out. So, and it's going to be moved around now that she jumped on it, but I could just, move it a little bit. And I told Faust this story. I decide to take a break, and I'm in this chair, and I lean back, and I lay back, and I hear an explosion. And I go, fuck, the dog, the cat, everybody runs for their fucking life. I swear, I thought the chair fucking snapped and it's fucking breaking down, falling off. Greg, I forgot that I had taken the glass off and put it on the chair.
Whoops.
And I don't even remember that. I think it was glass. I thought it was plastic. And I leaned back, and it snapped and shattered.
Oh, shit.
And there was glass all over the seat. All over the fucking sweater that was on the thing. I'm like, oh, my God. So then I had to buy another fucking frame.
Oh, my God.
Had to wait till it got here. Great. So I did that, and I had that whole thing fucking shipped. And then I finally got a frame that I had got for my Hallis newspaper that's signed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so finally got a frame that fit that, because this is a weird fucking size.
Yeah.
I did. I got another thing on its way, and that is, the inserts that they put on newspaper stands, the cardboard thing that they slide in that says Chicago Tribune, whatever the fuck it is, right? A guy's selling it on eBay, and it says Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl, details in the Tribune. And it's a whole fucking, like, it's big and it has the Bears logo on it. And it is perfect condition. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I like to collect something rare, right? Or something different. I showed it to baby Jonathan. He goes, holy shit, how much is that? I go, $30. It's fucking, I'm like, I jumped on it immediately. So now I have a frame for that one. So whenever it fucking gets here, I think it's actually coming today. So I will have that then in there too. Just need a bigger room at this fucking point. But I finally got some frames so I could put Faust gave me a Rodman jersey, so I got a frame finally that will be for that, and then I can put my my Caleb in a frame too, which I got the Topps cards this weekend, Greg, and I got two lovely Caleb cards. This one is I see it online for $80. So I'm like, okay, $80. I'm going to put that in the frame with the jersey just because. But no signature cards for me, not this time. I was disappointed with this. I thought the box was a lot bigger. I thought there was a lot more in it.
How many packs were in there?
6.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that was like the box. I'm like, why is the box so big? And it's like it had like styrofoam in it to hold the cards. I'm like, fucking could have shipped this thing for something tiny. But I'm like, okay, whatever. But and I got the like I showed you the other time. I got the other fucking cards, the Paninis. But what's funny is these stupid ones that you showed me too online, Faust. None of them have fucking logos on their fucking helmets.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah, I'm like,
I had no idea. Until
why?
after,
It's a Topps fucking football card.
They don't have the NFL license.
They don't.
It's very odd.
It's like, how is that possible? Who has it? Panini does, apparently.
Yeah, they're the hot card now.
Are they? They're the shit, huh?
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, Topps doesn't have that. So,
I think Topps got bought out by Fanatics.
Mm.
Then Panini owns, I forget which ones.
That-
I don't know.
It starts
They're
with
all
a D,
in
right?
two different ones now. How there used to be,
You know what?
Tops, Upper Deck, Score,
NFLPA for the
Clear.
trading cards for Panini.
Hey, you remember when Costco used to sell boxes of Tops?
Oh yeah,
They still
that was
love
great,
that.
man. Yeah.
Mm.
He'd be sitting there opening them all, chewing all the fucking gum.
yeah.
The fucking
I
rock
put
hard
the
gum.
gum to the side. I had it like in a sandwich bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get tired of them
Shitty
after a while.
gum. Trash gum. Let's hear some of Rob's minute, Fausty. He has 2 shows that he sent
We got
for
a
us.
couple minutes.
There you go, a couple minutes.
Okay, here's the first one. He sent over on Friday. Hold on. Let me.
When you sprint down first and you feel something burst, diarrhea. When you're sliding in the second and you feel something wet, diarrhea. When you're sliding in the third and you see.
Yeah, this is a hell of a story. I enjoyed it.
Yo, Rob, Jeremy, and my O-ring isn't as tight as it used to be.
I'm sorry.
So fucking yesterday,
So he's fucking you.
I'm at work doing some overtime. I got like 15 minutes left, and I know I got a shit, but on a scale of 1 to 10, it feels like a 2. I figure I can hold it another 20 minutes until I get home. I only live 5 minutes away from work. Fucking not the case, man. I get another like 2-3 minutes of work in, and I stopped what I was doing and fucking went to the restroom thinking, I don't think I'm gonna fucking make it. And the closer I fucking got, the asshole knows. It fucking knows.
It's true.
So
It
I
does.
open the
No.
fucking bathroom door at
How
work.
do it know?
And I'm trying to fucking lock it, and then it's my O-ring's quivering like it's over, bro. If you don't fucking pull down your pants right now, you're shitting yourself. So I fucking hover over the bowl because I don't think I even have time to sit down, and I fucking backsplash the fucking toilet seat.
Oh,
Like, a toilet
Fucking
seat
animal.
has the horseshoe shape, like the curve of the horseshoe on the back end got fucking demolished. So now I'm sitting on the toilet with like my ass up against the front of the seat. Didn't even have time to put sanitation napkins down, and fucking I'm shitting, trying to make sure I don't sit in my shit, knowing I got to fucking clean up after this fucking thing. And I clean up, or I fucking wipe my ass, and then I'm horrified looking back.
oh,
I fucking see the brownness of nasty shit all over that fucking seat top, and a little bit on the
Watery
lid itself.
Shit.
So I grab a whole bunch of fucking toilet paper and I fucking wipe it all down, get rid of the evidence. And I think if we're good to go, so I fucking go home. I go finish up and go home. And mind you, I'm a manager at this fucking place. And I come into work last night at midnight. As soon as I walk in, I punch in and janitor punches in. 5 minutes go by. I'm doing my paperwork. The janitor comes by and he's like, dude, we got a problem in the bathroom. You need to come check this out. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's the next day, man. For me, I'm not thinking it's something I did at the moment. You're like, somebody shit all over the fucking seat, dude. It's so fucking gross. It's so disrespectful and so rude. And I go, let me see. And then as I'm walking to the bathroom with them, I'm thinking to myself, probably was fucking me, but I know I cleaned up. Like, what the fuck? So fucking, he lifts the lid and then the actual seat, and all underneath the seat was like a fucking, like dried water shit, like dried, you can tell it was diarrhea shit on the bottom of it. Looked like somebody melted fucking Hershey's chocolate and smeared it underneath it. And then it dried like it was sitting in the fucking Death Valley. So it had those like fucking
cracks in it.
And I'm like, man, that fucking sucks.
Dried
I
water,
can't even clean this. Like I'm gonna puke. I go, that's cool, dude. Knowing I fucking did it. He doesn't
that's
know.
cool.
Give me your spray and I'll put on some gloves and I'll fucking knock it out for you.
See, I think this is where
Thanks,
it
man,
shows
'cause
that
I
he's
gotta
guilty. He
make
goes,
puke.
I'll clean
He's
this
already
up.
gagging.
I'm
He
the
was gagging
manager.
when he
I ain't
first
cleaning
started
up
talking to me.
Yes.
So I fucking
my
cleaned it
job.
up, and it was a lot worse than I realized.
Rob's
Like
scrubbing.
there's hinges in there that it fucking got into, like the fucking moving parts. I had to get in there real good. Fuck.
Oh
I
shit.
fucked that seat up. Not even the bowl. And then of course, right now I'm on my lunch, but it's toward the end of my shift anyways. Um, my boss actually comes in and the janitor gets her ear and he's like, "Hey man, somebody fucking blew up that toilet and left a big mess," and like try to describe it to her. And then she comes and talks to me and I was like, "Yeah, I saw it and we cleaned it up." It's like, "Well, what I want you to do, Robert,
I
is
seen it.
make some signs and put them on the bathroom doors telling people to clean up their mess if they have problems in there." I was thinking to myself, well, it was fucking me. I know better. I just fucking fucked up. But she doesn't know I don't. That I was the one. So I'm making these fucking signs on my computer and I'm putting them up. And the whole time I'm putting them up, I'm thinking to myself, I feel like the hiker who gets lost in the fucking woods and they send a search party out there. And then that person ends up joining the search party to find themselves. Like, Robert.
I'm thinking
Rob,
that's a wrong
Jeremy, where
analogy.
you
I'm
at?
thinking he's more like Scott Peterson.
Oh shit, you're looking for
My
me?
wife's lost. Let me go help find her.
You know what I'm
You already
saying?
know.
So, anyways, based on Fausti's theory, his proven theory of when you see or smell shit is a good time to fucking buy a lottery ticket because it's good luck, apparently.
Can't believe
I
you
don't know
never
what
heard that
fucking
before.
culture this is from, but he was telling us the story in golf. So I'm like, hey, man, I just cleaned up my own shit. Somebody else saw my shit. I'm going to go buy a fucking lottery ticket. I bought a $10 fucking ticket, Fausti, and I didn't win shit.
Oh, he kind of did win
Maybe
shit.
because it's my own fucking shit. Anyways, old ring ain't what it used to be, fellas. I'm Rob Jeremy, and I just finished over that fucking toilet bowl. Now it's fucking shit and jizz. I'm out.
And jizz.
I was thinking more like The Departed when they had Matt Damon try to find himself as the mole.
He's got one more, which is a good one. This week is a good shows for him for sure. I was gonna say it's the wrong one.
I was about to say another one.
I was like the same fucking tune. Huh?
Shot himself
Wait a
again, twice in 1 week.
Did the wrong one. Hold on.
You gotta lick it.
Oh, this was the first one.
Yeah.
My bad.
You gotta get it soft and wet so we can kick it. You gotta lick it. Before we kick it. You gotta get it soft and wet so we can kick it.
Hey, yo, it's Rob Jeremy, and I'm back with my maybe a 10-minute episode. And I'm going to chronicle
Maybe
for
7
you a bone story, a near miss bone story.
I don't remember ever
But
hearing this one.
probably the single hottest woman I ever met online. So I'm in the Army, Fort Hood, had to have been like 99. And I'm talking to this broad who lives in College Station. She's going to college out there, like Texas A&M or something. It's near Waco. Anyways, we're talking online, and you know me, I'm pretty straightforward with these broads. And she suggested that she's never had her pussy eaten before, and that all her college friends are raving about it, and she would like to experience the joy of cunnilingus, if you will.
I thank you.
You know,
And I said, well, shit, I'm down for that. I'll give you fucking a tongue lashing. But I was like, but I want reciprocation. And her promise was, if it's good, she'll suck and fuck me. But she's nervous about meeting. And I suggested we would meet at a fucking hotel room. And she said, no, I don't want to meet in a hotel room. I don't want to feel like I'm trapped in a room. I don't know you that well. I said, well, what do you suggest then? She's like, well, how about we just meet somewhere and park somewhere? And I was like, okay, well, I live on base, so I know a couple lakes we could go to. And she's like, well, I got a big, she had a Nova, so there's plenty of room in her car. So I said, well, here's an intersection on base you can meet me at. I'll meet you there in, an hour or so. She's like, okay. And so I drive to this intersection, and it's like a motor pool intersection. It's like where the Army guys would keep their tanks and Humvees and whatnot. So I knew there would be guards at the motor pool. So I get out of my truck and I walk up to them. You know, they're all privates and whatnot. So I walk up and I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to be parked out here. I'm waiting for some broad. So don't mind me. You know, I'm just an Army guy waiting to get laid. And they're like, oh, that's cool, man. Don't worry about it. Take your time. So they're keen to my presence. And then this chick, the hour goes by and she doesn't show up. So I'm like, fuck, I don't need to get stood up. So I'm like, I'm going to give her fucking 10 more minutes. 10 minutes roll by. She doesn't fucking show up. This is the time before fucking text messages and all that shit. No cell phone. So I'm like, all right, 5 minutes and I'm out. And when I said that, she pulled up and she's like, where do you want to go? Well, first of all, I see this chick's face. She has like reddish brown hair, fucking smoke show. And I'm like, fuck yeah, thank God. So I'm like, well, follow me like a mile in. There's a lake we can park at. There's a secluded area. She's like, okay, I'll follow you. She follows me. We park. Nice sunset, nice moonlit lake. We park. I get into her car, the Nova. I don't remember this broad's name, and I'm not going to paint a picture yet of what she looked like until the end of this show.
This is the great.
So she's like, remember, you're just eating my pussy. I said, yeah, that's fine. But you also said if I eat the pussy good, we're banging. Or some head at the least. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. As long as it's good. I'm like, okay. So I fucking get her in her car, lay her back on the back seat. And we start making out, kissing. And I must say, while I was kissing her, I was thinking, this is the greatest kisser I've ever fucking met, ever kissed. She was a fucking great kisser, which is not something I really make notes of. And to this day, the best kisser I ever had. And we're kissing pretty passionately. And then I start making my way down to eating the puss. Fucking the bod's rocking. The fucking top comes off. Fucking everything. Eating pussy. And I know I'm putting in work because that's what I do. And fucking she's oohing and awing and fucking loving it. And I said, hey, does this quantify as a good pussy eating? And she's like, yeah. So I was like, do you want to fuck or do you want to suck? She's like, let's fuck. I'm like, okay. So I start trying to unbuckle my pants. And right then we see a fucking car. Thank you, Sergio. Sorry, man. I had a coworker. I'm in my parking lot at work and a coworker came and
Sergio,
dropped
sit
off
down
something.
for this tale.
So that's what you heard there. Anyways, continuing. We see street truck lights coming up the dirt road to where we're at. I see two cars, and this broad freaks the fuck out. She starts panicking like I'm trapping her or fucking setting her up for something. She jumps out of that car, fucking gets her clothes on in like a fucking lightning, fucking Steve McQueen, fucking just jetted the fuck out of there. And by the time those guys finally pulled up next to my truck to park to actually go fishing, she was fucking out, like gone, dust, fucking cloud of dust.
Shit.
She must have thought she was getting killed. Anyway, so I'm standing out there, fucking buckling my shit back up, and the guys are like, "Hey, you catching anything?" I was like, "Yeah, man. I was trying to catch some fucking catfish, but you fuckers ruined it.
Yeah.
Not your fault, but fuck, man. I was about to get my dick wet." Anyways. That's how that went. Beautiful fucking girl. Good kisser. I was fucking RCH away from fucking her, and fucking two Negroids fucking showed up to go fishing and ruined my fucking night. And so that was 99. I get out of the Army, and like 2006, that fucking Transformer movie comes out, and it's got Megan Fox in it. And I swore to God that was the girl. I thought, man, that's fucking the chick I fucking ate her pussy and she fucking bounced. So I did the research on Megan Fox thinking maybe she's from Texas or something. Not the case, but if you want a mental picture, this broad looked like fucking Megan Fox, like Splitting Image, bros. I'm dumbfounded like her Dolly fucking Gopper. But there you go. Fucking near miss. That's
Dolly
my
Gopper?
fucking minute. I'm Rob Jeremy. And I just finished with two Negroids watching and fucking had to finish in my barracks room to fucking flush out them blue balls. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of this show. Peace.
Oh,
That beginning part reminded me of that Cheech and Chong episode when when Cheech is waiting for Donna. He's like, "Come on, bitch! If you don't get here soon, I'm gonna have to wait some more."
I told him, I said, I had a broad freak out on me one time. It was, she came over the apartment and like, came inside and like stayed right by the door and sat down where I went onto the couch. And I was like, you want to sit down? She's like, oh, I'm fine. And I talked to her for like, it was like literally 2 minutes I talked to her. And she was like, I got to go. And I'm like, okay. And like, I got up to open the door and she turned around to open the door, but it was locked. And she like like, and I'm like, what the, I go, hold on a second. And I'm like, click. And I open the door, and I'm like, what in the fuck was that? Like panic.
At your old place where you had the meat twitcher board and she saw the girls' names on
Maybe
there?
that's why. My victim. And then the freezer in the corner for us. But I'm like,
Yeah,
what
the
the
big
fuck
freezer.
was this? So I'm like, and then I like look on like whatever it was, Bumble or whatever. I was unmatched. Like it was disappeared, gone, wouldn't answer, fucking disappeared. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? So
Someone traumatized her.
oh, I thought my only thought was I remember it was the spur of the moment she was driving by and said, oh, could I stop by? And the house was a mess and I wasn't showered and everything like this. So I was a tornado and I fucking cleaned this place and I fucking jumped in the shower and I hustled and I was sweating. And I'm thinking she opens it and I'm fucking out of breath and I'm sweating. And maybe that was, but I'm like, I have no fucking idea otherwise. But I asked Rob, I said, well, what the fuck? Where's the follow-up of the fucking story? What did you fucking contact her? I mean, what did she say after that then? He goes, ghosted, never fucking, she fucking disappeared, wouldn't talk, never answered nothing. So, because I'm like, I would have said, so why the fuck would you freak the fuck out and run away? You know, fucking little psycho-ish, but that's that. We're going to go over to the Patreon side. We're going to go review a movie and then pick a new movie. So join us, patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. That'll be for a little as $5. Hell, as little as $3 if you just want these fucking shows. That's over there for you. You could jump on over and check it all out. So we'll see you on the other side.
Your cock is mine now.